Yay, we got Samantha's Beforever bike. We're going to take it out and take a look. So here's Avery on Samantha's bicycle. I know Avery's head's cut off in this shot, but I wanted you to be able to see the bike more than the doll, and I'm going to take her out and do some pictures for you out in natural light so you can take a look at how the doll looks on the bike. But we don't have Samantha, so Avery is standing in for us today. She is wearing Samantha's bicycle outfit as well, and we did a review on that yesterday, and I will make sure that that's linked up in the video here, so if you'd like to take a better look at the clothing she's wearing and hear my review of that, you can see that as well. Anyway, I really like this bike, and you can see that the doll sits on the bike and there are elastic on the pedals that help secure her feet, so if a child is playing with her, she's a little more secure on the bike. And the scale, to me, I've heard a few people wonder whether the scale was correct for this bike, but I think the scale is right on. I don't have any problems with the scale. I think it's just right, and she fits on it well the way they've obviously designed it for an American Girl doll. There are other 18-inch dolls that I'm sure would work well with this bike if you have other dolls that you want to use it for, but you can see her feet touch exactly when she's seated on the bike, and her hands also reach the handlebars at exactly that height as well. So that's perfect, and I think the scale is really good for her as well. So I'm really happy with the scale. Put her down. Now on to the bike itself. The frame is made of metal. You can see it's painted a fuchsia color here and a lighter pink here. The spokes are also metal, the frame of the wheel. The axles are metal. The wheels move really nicely on the axle. The tire itself is made of what feels to me like a real thick vinyl. They're not squishy, they're firm, but it feels like a nice quality tire. Obviously it will never deflate, which is nice. I wish I could say the same for my bike. And the bike is sitting on a frame. I thought at first that maybe this frame could fold up, but it doesn't appear to. It appears to be fixed. So the nice thing about this is that gives the bike a lot of stability. You're not going to worry about it just randomly tipping over easily, but it does kind of limit play a little. You aren't going to get both of the wheels to rotate at the same time. You're going to pick one or the other, and it doesn't move quite as fluidly as a real bike would. This has some wheels on it, so it actually does feel like it's rolling. You could roll it around along the ground and have it actually roll. You're not just scraping along the ground, which is nice, especially if you have hardwood floors. But it doesn't have the realism that it would without this spoke, or if this kickstand could fold up. The other side of the bike looks like this. There's the chain guard is also metal and has some really pretty stamping in the side here, and these are actually cut out here, and this is all metal. The spokes, or excuse me, the chain is plastic. It's a nice quality plastic, and it looks really nice, and it's flexible. It's not fixed. Each of these little pieces, or this is all one piece. It's not little bits of spoke, but this doesn't seem to move. I mean, you could move it with your hand, but it doesn't move with the wheels. So it's just decorative for the most part rather than functional. But it doesn't look like it would come off either, which is nice. It looks nice and sturdy in there. The pedals are made, the foot part here is plastic, hard plastic. Again, this is a flexible elastic to get the foot in there. The frame part, I guess, of the pedal is metal. So that's nice quality. The seat is a flexible vinyl. See up there, it's kind of a molded plastic, a molded vinyl, and it's got a little bit of texture to it. Makes it kind of look like a faux leather. The handlebars are metal. The handles here are plastic. They're a faux wood is how they're listed in the catalog, and it's got a little bit of a wood grain, which I'll try to get a picture of when I take it outside for you. The basket is plastic. Now, I've heard some people say they would prefer that this had been wicker. The only problem I can see with that is that wicker does tend to break apart over time. So as a collector, and especially if I was going to let my child play with this, or when I let my child play with this, I'm glad that it's plastic so that it won't break as easily, and it'll probably be a little bit more long lasting because of that. The flowers in the basket come out, and they're pretty. They aren't anything extraordinary. They're kind of a little fabric flower. They look pretty realistic. They're just the type of flower that you could get at in any floral department of the craft store. They've got wire wrapping. They can flex a little and move the flowers around a little if you wanted to. They've got a little pink ribbon on there. That's nice. You could put other things in the basket as well. The basket is removable. It has these straps with buckles on it that are working straps and buckles. So if you wanted to take the basket off, you could do that without harming the basket and put it back on the bike as well. So that's nice. So overall, I'm really pleased with this bike. It is listed at $115 in the catalog, and I think that's a fair price considering that it is an American Girl branded item. I think the scale is nice. The materials used are all good quality. It feels like the sort of thing that will last forever. It's durable. I think that a child could play with it without damaging it. The only complaint, and it's only a sort of complaint, is I do wish this could move up and down. It would be fun to be able to have both wheels move together and have a little more bike-like play. But otherwise, I'm really excited to add it to my collection. This is supposed to be Samantha's bicycle, so it is meant to be a early 1900s bicycle. I'm not a historical collector, at least not for Samantha, so I can't comment on the historical accuracy of the bike. I know there are some people that were a little disappointed in the color, but I think the genius of it is that it can be used either for the historical dolls, or we'll use it with our modern dolls, and I think it will work in a modern collection seamlessly, and I really like it. I'm sure we're going to have a lot of fun with it. So stay tuned for some pictures. I'll take it outside and show it to you in natural light. Thanks for watching.